What are we calling this?
QwelloCast. Do you want to call it QwelloCast?
If you want.
Because QwelloCast sounds good, but no professional.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But then again, we're going to be talking about Pornhub links.
I suppose, right? QwelloCast it is. Right, so it's recording. This is rolling. This is part,
it's
right?
rolling.
Welcome to the QwelloCast.
I think we're looking at, right, let's
Aye,
look,
we are, right. Welcome to the QwelloCast. My hair is in my eye. I'm going to quickly adjust that. Still in my eye.
Still
right?
looking at that,
it's,
right.
It's past the stage of me caring about my hair.
Right.
So, in this QwelloCast, we will be talking about anything, because we've not even scripted it. Right?
Everything we say is going to be coming straight out of our arses.
Aye.
Because we've not scripted it. We don't even know what we're talking about.
Literally,
we just said, let's start a podcast.
Aye.
And right now, we just decided the name.
Aye. So...
And we're using pots to hold our mics up because we don't yet have a hold of mic stands. And
I mean, I wouldn't even call them pots.
I don't know, they're like old beer cans.
They've got like some sort of German or Dutch written on them.
Canterbro. Canterbro.
Aye, okay. Right, so as every podcast should be, you just talk about utter shit.
Maybe we should introduce ourselves.
Everybody knows who we are, lads.
No, they don't.
Fuck. 60 subscribers, lad. You're like,
we're going to be YouTube fame.
I know.
The fame's getting to Finlay. After
right, okay. Right. So I think that should be an idea for the next podcast. We have like name tags. My name's Finlay. I'm not going to tell you any rest of my name because I don't want you looking me up on the internet. That'd be quite scary.
Aye.
This is
Aaron.
Right, that is Aaron. Aaron.
Right, and
Aaron.
And basically, I'm a person.
Right. Okay. I didn't like the pause, but you know, whatever floats your goat, lad.
Whatever floats your goat.
Aye, that's a pretty solid name.
Anyway, if you're still watching, I love you.
Aye, I think there should be music in the background because there is fucking no way you're gonna sit and listen to our voices and be like, "This is entertaining," because it's not.
How is this entertainment? Like,
it is fucking the best entertainment you can ever have, lad.
Right. So, you ever seen a podcast recorded in 4K before? That's the question.
No.
Well, then we're the first.
I mean, I was going to say yes to be a wide prick, but I've actually never seen one myself.
Exactly,
so
and we are unique because of that.
Innovative.
I don't even know if it's in focus, but we'll survive.
You ken what's going on. You ken who's in frame, and that's all that matters. So I would like to quickly talk about the future of these. Right.
So basically, I will invest in some tabletop mic stands for the next, well, maybe not the next episode, but it will at some point soon.
I've got a couple spare arm stands, if you want me to bring one along, at least.
Right. I mean, they look better the same, though. I suppose they're different.
It would, but fucking, it's an upgrade. Budget. It's a fucking upgrade because we're in these.
Yeah,
right? So anything will help.
We're on a bit of a budget at the moment.
Aye, students. I mean, fucking every student life, Fife life, it's a fucking struggle.
Travelling
the grind.
Edinburgh life.
What is it? 40 miles, roughly around 40 miles.
No,
roughly around 40 miles.
Oh, not even 30.
No, it must be more than 40 miles,
right,
lad.
Let's Google it.
Right.
You keep them entertained while I go
right,
on
okay.
maps.
So I personally think it's roughly 38 to 39 miles. That's just what my memory's telling me through signs. But I don't fucking know. I could be the biggest retard on earth. I've been travelling to this place at least 20 times now, and I still don't know. So are we doing it from Edinburgh or from Sighthill?
To Sighthill.
Right, so what's that, 37 miles?
Where is it? There. Right. It's 37 miles, guys.
37 miles.
No one cares, though.
No one cares.
It takes 53 minutes. To walk there... No, we didn't know this. Right. Well, just to let you know anyway, it's 34 miles to walk, and it's 11 hours and 39 minutes to walk.
And we walk there.
I will get there in time. We'll probably beat the traffic, though. That's the thing.
We should probably start getting going there now because we'll start college on.
Right, but we'll still beat the traffic because it's Edinburgh.
Talking about traffic, the things that you see when you're in traffic, by the way, going to Edinburgh, especially in public transport, is hilarious, right? The other time, I think, when you were going to, is it Pitlochry?
When I got the different train.
When you got the different train?
Yes, it was
right.
Pitlochry.
I was sitting at this table, and then across from it, I was sitting at the window, and then across from it, there was this other guy. He looked about 60 maybe, and you know when you cough in public, and then or in like a classroom or something, you don't want to cough too much because you'll draw too much attention to you.
Yeah,
and you have this struggle of like trying not to cough.
Coughing like 2 or 3 times is okay, but anything after 3, you're gonna die.
Aye.
Everyone starts looking at you. They think you need medical attention.
Aye, the fucking first aid kit gets thrown at you.
Yeah.
Well, this guy was in the same situation as that, and you should have seen his face that he was pulling. Right, he got 4 or 5 coughs in, and he realised, right, you need to fucking lay low. Shit's getting dangerous. And his face, like, I think there was he closed his mouth. There was air trying to get out of it, and it makes that really squeaky noise. His face went fucking bright red. The boy was struggling to live at this point.
Right, I do feel sorry for this
Aye.
boy.
But that's just one of the many things that happens on the way to Edinburgh.
That's just part of Edinburgh transport. I mean, what have we seen?
Trams.
Trams, right, Edinburgh
Buses.
trams.
Edinburgh trams.
What about them? Right, well,
you can sometimes not even buy a ticket, and they'll just walk straight past you.
Yeah, they're a bit spasticated. Is it expensive? I think.
$160 per go. Where we go anyway, you do get like one off for the fees. Like if you're going to the airport or something, it's just like a stated fee, if that makes sense.
So yeah, public
160.
transport should be free and part of the tax that we pay.
I didn't really want to get into tax.
Nah, let's not. Let's not even, I think we're already gone too far talking about trams. No one cares.
I mean, it's just personal experiences.
Maybe we should talk about more memes. I think memes.
Memes. There's not been a very solid meme that's recently came out.
No.
They've all been like mediocre. But I
Yeah.
didn't really want to talk about mediocre memes.
Right, what we'll do is we'll leave memes and we'll make a whole episode dedicated to
Dedicated
memes.
to memes, aye, if you want.
I mean, let's just talk about memes in a
I'm
separate
already
episode.
on my way to steal your bitch, so
I'm on my way to steal your bitch.
ear raped. Oh god,
Right.
that fucking killed me.
I am apologise for this horrible
Aye.
noise.
It fucking was very horrible.
Right, so moving on.
Moving on.
Right, so anyway, maybe we should talk more about the podcast since it's a first episode. And how often will we do them? Well, we've not got a schedule, do we?
Nah, I hate schedules. Schedules, I don't fuck with them.
If we were to make a schedule, it would be the most useless thing.
Aye.
I told you, Scrat.
Aye.
Aye.
It's like if you used to watch KSI back in the day, Q&A Sunday.
Yeah. It's like that. We're
aye.
students. We're busy.
Sort of.
Kind of lazy.
Let's just say we're busy, just for the
let's
fucking
just say
sake of it.
But we're actually lazy, and we'll not be able to follow a schedule.
Yeah, I mean, life doesn't go around podcasts. I mean, photography is something
We've got loads of
I'm
things
really
that we
picking
want
up
to
at the
do.
moment. Aye.
We've got lots of projects and business ideas we've got. Not going to share those business ideas, but
Unless you live in the Fife area, then give us a call. Is there links to the company's website in the description?
yeah, well, I'll put that there.
Right.
If I
okay.
remember. I'll probably forget.
If you are really interested, then you can probably contact us there. But
Yeah.
if you're just like a troll, then I'll probably go to your house and fucking come on your
If
bed
you're a
sheets.
troll, it'll go in the spam box. So
Aye.
try it. Spam the contact page on the websites, and the link is in the description.
The description, aye.
Aye. So, aye, the website. If you go on the website, you may have an idea what the things we do. Photography,
Photography, and then
videography. We're not really much into videography yet, but we will get there.
I think photography is the main.
Right now.
Yeah,
But I think we need to take videography more seriously.
yeah. I think photography is one of those things that will happen more likely. But then, like when I've like cinematography or videography, like a project comes through that we're going to have to do for a client, I'll be like super excited because it's not something we would do every single day.
Aye.
It would be like it wouldn't be a completely new project, but it would be like, you know, a Friday comes once a week and it's the best day of the week.
But as much as we want to do a real business, YouTube's a big deal to us.
YouTube is,
How-
I mean,
How many years have we been doing YouTube now?
probably about 4.
Probably. Maybe even more.
I mean, I started off with my phone recording the TV.
We've all went there.
Recording the TV and then just playing
Gameplay.
games. The most viewed video I done to date, no, that's false, but one of the most viewed videos I done to date was me recording what bikes I had. That had about 2,500 views.
Attracted all the skaters.
Yeah. And then obviously with this channel we've actually attracted a lot of skaters.
We've had a lot of good,
Aye. And then like
a lot of good legitimate views on this channel.
one hit wonder videos. We've not hit 10k views.
I think we're at 5k now on the
Penny video.
Yes. We need to make another penny video, by the way.
I was
'cause we
thinking
need
the other
these
day,
views.
I need to get the wheels from my friend so I can put it on the board. And then, because I lost my skate tool, a funny fact or story, I went through Edinburgh Airport with my skate tool just in my bag, not even realising it was there. And then they didn't stop me because it's a tool. You're not really allowed to bring a tool onto the airplane, which is kind of stupid. I'm just going to fucking unassemble a plane with a fucking skate tool.
To be fair, you could stab someone with the tool.
To be fair, I couldn't because it's a skate tool. It's like a...
Right.
It's not like a screwdriver. It's
Maybe
like,
they're acceptable then since they took it.
but yeah, I took it through Edinburgh Airport's customs. And then when I was in, I think, Stansted, London... that didn't get through those customs. So
Well, in Egypt, I managed to get scissors in my hand luggage.
I mean,
I don't know how I got away with that. I mean, I was like 7-year-old, but still.
what does that say? Does that say something bad about London? Is it a wee bit too strict, or does that say something bad about Edinburgh? They're too soft.
No, when I was coming from Egypt, that says something about Egypt being way too soft. I don't
Right.
think scissors should be allowed.
But what about in my case? Does that say because it's a skate tool? I mean, technically it's a tool. Edinburgh let that like slide.
Maybe Edinburgh let that slide and didn't notice it. I feel like if you
Possibly.
went away out of London with that same tool, maybe they would have seen it. Or maybe if you went through Edinburgh again, they maybe would have seen it, then we just missed it. These things happen.
Possibly. It
There's
could have just
maybe
been a certain
there's
way it was
maybe
sitting in the
like
bag.
there's probably people gotten handguns and planes before and that. Maybe just really get it.
Aye, they just shove it up their ass.
Aye,
Like,
well,
I mean, that's what you do.
actually a lot. They actually look in there because it's a lot of like examine your ass with that scanner machine.
Well, the X-ray.
Aye.
I mean, maybe no metal. You probably couldn't stick that up there, but like cocaine.
Someone put bags of cocaine up their ass and they died because the bags burst.
What, just overdosed?
Basically, they overdosed cocaine up their ass.
I mean,
It's a pretty unfortunate way to
guaranteed
die.
that was probably a flight from Amsterdam.
It probably was.
Probably was. Most guaranteed. What was I talking about?
You were talking about skate tools.
Yeah. So I lost that skate tool because they took it away from me. I mean, they only cost like £2. I've just never really got around to ordering one.
So this is when you were coming out of the airport. They took it away.
No, this was... I was...
right, when you were going back.
When I was going back, yeah.
Right.
Um,
So what you say, because if they took it when you're going out the airport, that'd be a bit cruel.
Aye, that would have been far. But it was when they check your bag, when you take your shoes and then your pants off and that, so they can look at...
Your penis.
Aye, but just before that, I was talking about how I just need to put a set of wheels on because obviously my skate tool's been lost, so I can't do that. I'm waiting for a set of wheels to come back my way because I'm letting a friend borrow them now, and then it should be hopefully in a video.
You know, it is amazing how topics go far, you know. We're talking about security at airports and you were talking about putting wheels on a longboard. And it went
Aye.
to security at airports.
My life is just full of stories.
It's always stories.
Story. I mean, prior to like the last 3 years, like nothing really happened in my life. It was that exciting.
It was a big moment.
It was a big moment in my life.
It was
having
in
this
the
skate tool taken
local
away.
newspaper.
Oh, it was in the fucking newspaper. What's that? What's the newspaper?
The Sun.
The Sun. Well, nah.
That's the kind of things they would report about.
That was the top dog till page 3 kind of got less censored.
I think you need more sense.
More censored. Less uncensored. But what we're talking about? Videos. We were talking about YouTube videos.
Let's go back to videos. Yeah. Oh God, we've moved on to the topic again. Right. Okay. So videos. As you probably know at the moment, if you've been subscribed to us, that our schedule's a bit funny. and we don't upload
It's comedic.
much.
Aye. I mean, YouTube's not really at the top of our priority list. It's one of those things, if we have spare time, if we're in the mood for it, we'll do it.
Yeah. Like now, the day I think we've been in the mood for it. We've
Aye.
got... This is our second video we recorded today.
Aye. You got to tell them about the first video.
The first video coming, oh well, it'll be up by this time. I don't know, what do I put up first? It'll probably take me longer to edit the streaming services.
Please tell me the microphone's picked up that neck crack.
Aye. Right, so the first video that will come up will be this one. I'll put this one up before the video I made today.
The easier to edit.
And the video the video that I made,
What's he shouting?
I reckon.
Fuck knows.
The video that we made earlier today was
Music streaming services.
Spotify versus Apple Music versus Tidal. Now,
Tidal shite.
it's really good actually.
I'm just speaking shite. Like.
Right. What wins? I don't know. You have to watch the video to find out. Clickbait.
Was there actually a winner? Or?
Yeah, there was.
Right, okay.
I'm not telling you though.
I can what it was already.
Alright. Okay. So yeah, basically I just compared those free streaming services. There is that many there. There's a lot more. I was going to do versus Deezer versus loads of other ones.
Deezer is the biggest pile of shite ever.
That's exactly why I didn't do Deezer,
there's
right?
not even a point to just... You can make a 10-second video saying, this was a waste of your time, Deezer is shite, uninstall the app.
Believe it or not though, Deezer has more music than Spotify.
The only reason Deezer is acceptable is because I think is it using Sonos? Or is like Sonos got their own wee thing now?
Sonos, you can install apps on, so Spotify, anything.
Aye, but...
And Tidal was the biggest deal on Sonos, I think, because of its high quality hi-fi.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it was just the one case, but my sister's got like a Sonos system in her house, and she used Deezer for some reason because it linked up well with Sonos. Because I don't know, it could be like Sonos offers like, is it free?
What, Deezer?
Deezer.
I don't think so.
So it could be something like they offered free for so many months or
Right.
something like that, but they used it for a reason that it was.
So, what? Right. Yeah, the reason I didn't use Deezer is because the app on the app itself was absolutely rubbish. It was okay on the smartphone, but not on the desktop. The web player was actually better than the app, which is surprising, but
Web players are really good.
they are. But the reason I didn't do Deezer is because it wasn't even close to owning up to the rest. These free, so yeah.
Aye, gotta love it.
Got all of it. There's loads of other streaming services out there, but really, I think they're the three top tiers: Apple Music, Tidal, and Spotify.
However, you can hear the rest of that in the video.
Yes.
No too
Click
much spoilers.
the link below when
Aye.
it gets uploaded. I'll add a card.
So, if you came here from, just to like talk on to another subject, if you came here from other channels, you've been here, was it Drop It Like It's Sloth? Drop It Like It's Sloth days?
Yes.
Aye. Unluckily enough for you,
Dillis.
I do feel sorry. Dillis. Quality has went up. Why?
Times a million.
Times a million. And I don't even know what it was. I think we just started this channel and then like immediately the quality went up. Not just because of the new camera, right?
I think we just changed like our topic a bit more. We made it a wee bit more professional. You know, Dallas was kind of a joke. It was just a total shamble of videos in there.
Aye.
This one is dedicated more to cinematography and professional video recording. Apart from these podcasts, when you call these podcasts professional, when we're using an old rum can to
Rum can.
hold our microphones up. But
I mean, you can call it professional.
I mean, at least
using
it's
that.
4K.
You can.
It's
you're using
4K.
An A7S Mark II.
This is a 4K podcast.
4K.
We'll make a podcast dedicated to our video equipment. Not like a setup video, just maybe talk about the equipment that we've got.
If you want.
Setup video will be separate.
Aye, setup videos. Speaking of videos, YouTube videos, setup videos. I was thinking of a YouTube series after the setup videos. When the setup videos coming, by the way, couple months, probably next couple months after Christmas.
Aye.
Yeah,
we've been saying to do setup videos for
It's been
probably about 3 years now.
It's been on the cards for a while.
And because our setups keep getting better, we'll be like, oh, wait for this. Oh, wait till we get this. But instead, after Christmas, hands down, we're going to do it. And then if things change change dramatically, we'll do an update video.
I'm not even getting anything for Christmas for myself. I'm just thinking if I get an extra couple pound here and there, might invest it in myself. And then also after...
Tidying up.
Aye. Because after, I might do like a wee series, because of the way my room is now for my desk, I might make it so it's like I put more tables in there, like more desks going around the room kind of thing.
It makes it easy for Finlay to make videos now, because before we just had the one camera that we always used, and that was the Canon 500D. He's got a 700D now. I've got A7S Mark II. We can each record our own videos. Makes it helpful.
Aye. I've not got as much microphones. I've only got the Yeti, but the Yeti works for like voiceovers and stuff.
That's probably the kind of thing you'll be doing.
Aye. Yetis are probably like the best voiceover
Best for
microphones.
voiceovers I've seen anyway.
Aye, as I was saying, I might put like desks all the way around the room and stuff like that. Might get a TV in there, like an older TV to play consoles. It's one of those things that I might change it. I might even change room, but it could be a future series if you really wanted to see that. So
I'm sorry if it looks like I'm looking above the camera now. There's a monitor on top of our camera that we can see ourselves through, and it kind of probably looks a wee bit stupid. I'm not looking at it. It's like I'm talking to you and I'm not looking at your eyes. I'm sorry. I'll try and look at the lens like this. This looks better. Yeah, it totally does.
I'm doing both. I'm just kind of looking there.
I'm checking my eyes up and down too, but I mean, it's easy to look at that monitor.
Yeah. I just kind of like, I don't even look at like the camera that much when I'm talking. I kind of just look down in another direction. But this is a podcast, like we've said for at least 500 times this video.
So, shut up, fucker. I just went.
Is that fucking Jake? Jake, you fucking bastard! You made me shit in this chair. Jake Small, all right. Fucking Sharon.
He must be dead. Right. Anyway, let's talk. Right.
Fuck's sake. Aye.
I just kind of went deaf there.
I went a wee bit
what
deaf.
happened was, got a notification on, this audio's coming through my MacBook. I got a text and it came through my MacBook, and we've got the volume right up so we can hear ourselves.
Aye.
I just died and I'm kind of deaf now.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised I'm not tired right now, because it's getting that time of day that I just feel tired, because obviously sleeping schedules changed due to college, and we have to I get up at 6:30, 6:45 kind of time, so I am up early as fuck. I thought you were about to text us something funny. But in the mornings I go cycling. Shut fuck on, man. It wasn't as loud on mine, because these aren't as loud as
these
them.
are really loud. His are higher ohms, and we're coming out a splitter here, so the reason I'm hearing a lot louder than he is.
Aye.
So I just went deaf.
But your boy has been going cycling.
He's on the grind.
I'm on that fucking losing weight grind. But
I'm on the American. Right, go.
Aye. But I was just saying, I'm usually tired at this time because I'm getting up earlier and going cycling and that. But I'm not tired.
See, that the more motivation you have, the longer you can stay awake. Oh yeah.
I'm a fucking murder Sharon.
Do you know where he was going?
For a fight with fucking...
I don't know. Didn't mention any names.
No, he wasn't going for a fight. He was going for a shit. But Jake's got this weird thing that he can't shit indoors. I didn't get what's about. Don't know who Jake is. Go to the water ping pong video.
I just put sure.
Fuck, send it.
Right, there we go.
Right. I fucking swear, if big bad fucking Jake Small sends us in a message, I'm not going to be happy. Right, so what do you want to talk about?
Back to the relevant things. I need water.
Oh yeah, fucker! I'ma fucking kill you, Sharon. Fuck's sake.
Right, I don't know if you heard that, but that's my ringtone.
Oh no, this is gonna have to definitely get cut out. I can't fucking deal with this.
See, I told you this podcast would be a disaster.
Aye, it's not even our fault. That's the worst thing. It's no our fault.
I know. Like, what me and Finlay want, like, really want, is our own studio and a different, like,
complex.
Yeah, and a different building. Right here, you can probably hear the odd background noises because my family is living in my house, obviously.
Who would have known?
And it's a big old house. This is quite a big room, and there's
Wooden
echoes
floors.
coming. And there's echoes coming through like these weak doors and everything. There's nothing we can do about it.
It's not the best acoustic room in the world.
That's why we're using these mics, these dynamic mics, so we can get up close and personal to them.
Aye.
And we've got the
just podcast
gains,
microphones to be fair.
we've got the gains as low as we can, so we get less echo.
Aye.
Aye.
I burped away from the microphones, so
Aye.
much of them would hear it.
Aye.
But sets in that new place would be amazing.
Like if we had our own like actual room or building or thing that we can see, we can't really touch this room much because it's got a theme to it, like a certain tartany theme, and we can't really move things or screw things to the wall. But if we had our own space with like just plain walls, it would look really cool. Right now it doesn't look bad, but this is just a foldable table. What is holding it up is stools, so it doesn't fall and destroy my MacBook.
Predominantly stools holding this
The
up.
lighting, our lighting situation is not bad. We've got the softboxes.
Aye, but if you add softboxes to any set, it will make the lighting look a wee bit better.
The set's a bit like, it's not the best. We'll try and switch a bit a wee bit every week, but I think this, like, for now, for the next few podcasts, this will be the way it will be roughly.
Aye, it's just the easiest way to set it up, to be honest.
Aye, so sorry about that cut off there. My camera's limited to 48.
Is that not like a standard European thing?
That's the reason cameras, right? I was like really annoyed at this when I first seen it online. The reason cameras like DSLR type cameras or mirrorless cameras stop at half an hour is because import tax is like, for the camera, if the camera was to record over half an hour, it's a lot more expensive because that's what Europe consider as a camcorder, which is more expensive. That's what as by law, the reason they stop at half an hour, it's just a firmware thing. I'm pretty sure if you were a hacker, you could stop that. It's not limited by the speed or the processor or anything. It's just set to stop at that time, and that's because of European laws.
Yeah.
For import tax and stuff, it's cheaper for a camera to stop at half an hour than it is to record longer, because then it's considered a camcorder.
So what cameras, like, so Reds, for example?
Like, obviously they'll record as long as you want, but you've seen the price of them.
Aye.
FS7, FS5. But this is like this has come across as like a DSLR. It's not a DSLR, it's a mirrorless, but you know what I mean. That's like that form.
SLR, is it?
Yeah. That's not an
Is
SLR.
it just a mirrorless? Is it some category?
Yeah. SLR stands for single reflex.
It's in like the upper range of a camcorder. Like, this is like, for like, I would say maybe $3,000 or below. I think maybe $2,000.
It's hard to, because you can get a really expensive photography like DSLR, and
it would still be categorised in the video.
Yes, it would still stop at half an hour. But you probably understand what we mean. I don't think these rules apply in America and that, but I'm pretty sure they're all like that. So you can't buy from America.
I was about to say, so could you import it in?
Aye. See, I think they're the same all over the world, which is pretty annoying. Thank you, European government.
What about China?
That's
Asia?
where they all come from.
Aye, but like Russia and Asia is like a completely different world than the West. Because I'd say like Britain and then America are still like Western countries.
Yeah.
And then you go over to like just past Germany, I'd say, and then that's when you get into like the Eastern world where it's completely fucking different. Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, I would say.
But I mean, a lot of it's just like bad media. Like
it is all media is not a good thing. Aye. Like, I would love to start my own like news company, and it actually reported on useful things. and it wasn't biased.
Government will probably sort that out though.
Exactly. I will get shot.
Aye.
Like for example, Elon Musk. The guy's saving the world, right?
Is he Russian?
He's innovative.
Is he Russian?
As he can. No, he's American, is he not?
No, he's not American, I don't think.
Right, well...
Elon Musk.
How is he not going to get shot? Like, how is he not shot yet? How is he not dead yet? How is the government not planned to shoot him because he's saving the world?
What I don't get is that Elon Musk has made Hyperloops, all that kind of stuff. But let's just talk about Tesla for a second. Yes. So like driverless cars has been on the cards for fucking longer than our setup video has been on the cards, right? So how easy is it if drones can go about and no fly into things because of sensors? Surely if a car
Well, it's kind of already happened in Teslas now. They've got the new firmware or something.
But they're not that great. They're good, but they're not.
Can you actually? Are they actually out and usable, or are they still in like beta?
Aye, they're completely usable. They've been usable for around a year.
Right.
But you can't exactly take your...
I think there's been a new update recently. I heard a lot of people talking about, and it's actually really good.
Yeah, but it's still not as good as what technology can take it. Technology could probably take it to a completely safe car.
Yeah.
But then you can also
it's quite impressive though how they can do that.
But then you can also look at it in a sense of like you were saying, government and that.
They're probably blocking that. They're blocking that technology because they know...
Sounds like a stretch though.
But if you think, right, they don't want like solar power and all that kind of stuff because they think it won't create jobs. Look at Donald Trump. Now, I don't hate Donald Trump. I probably hated Hillary more than I hated Donald Trump. But he's not really one for like green renewable energy. He wants to start at like all the coal power stations and stuff like that again, so it creates jobs. Mm-hmm. But what I don't understand is there's much more jobs to be created in the renewable energy side of things. Why isn't the world moving on yet? It's already climate change a big deal. Because anyone who says global warming doesn't exist is just ignorant.
Yeah, but the only thing is, if you work in renewable energy, you're also looking at qualifications to go into that kind of field.
Exactly.
Whereas if it's coal, if it's gas, if it's just petrol or anything like that, you don't need.
I understand there's a lot more science behind renewable energy.
And I don't think the world now or in the next 4 years is like ready to go completely like renewable energy. So I think
we're doing pretty well up here in Scotland.
Yeah.
I think 50% of our energy right now is renewable, and I think by 2020 they're aiming at 100%.
Aye.
As far as I know.
You can also look at the conditions in Scotland and also the population.
Yes.
So
5 million people. Very small.
Yeah.
Roughly 5 million.
Roughly 5-6.
I mean, we could look at our window right now. We could see a wind turbine.
Aye.
There's wind turbines there. Across the water, there must be about...
Behind
Standing Stone.
Yep.
There's loads of wind turbines there. There's a big, massive Samsung one. Apparently, it's the biggest wind turbine in the world.
Probably just Western world, because in Asia there's probably more.
Yeah. There's a little one close to it, just an average wind turbine.
Yeah. It's...
and then across the water over there must be what?
There's loads and loads and loads, especially more
there must be about 40 or 50 of them.
Yeah, and then
you can just see across the water.
We've also got hydropower as well.
Yeah,
that's a
big deal.
That's a big one in Scotland as well.
Pitlochry area, central Scotland, hydroelectric's a big deal with all the wee lakes and rivers.
And then what else? There's solar panels, which in Scotland might not be the most useful thing, but you will definitely see solar panels.
Like, there's a house over there that has solar panels on it. If they're selling them, they obviously make a difference. Yeah. We were going to get them in our house, but our roof isn't suitable. Doesn't face south or whatever it must be.
But it's obviously like in other countries and that you can get more in terms of roof solar panels. Yeah. But in Scotland you will occasionally see some like fields where it's just like solar panels and
there's
stuff
me
like that.
talking about green renewable energy, and there's a fire behind us burning coal and wood and smoke. It's kind of dead now.
It's dead.
It's out now, but
let's just forget about that.
There's a coal fire down there. It does keep this room nice and hot in the winter. This is an old house.
Yeah.
The central heating is not that good.
So like radiators, is that like just Like, so the new ones would be electricity warming up water inside the radiators?
Well, the ones I've got in my house, it's not necessarily new, it's just a different way. You get the radiators that you plug in that look like normal radiators are just filled with oil or something. When you plug it in, a heater comes up the bottom and heats up the oil.
Aye, so it's like
I don't think it's
element.
water, because the water would evaporate. But
Yeah.
the radiators I've got are just water flowing, water's heated up by gas and a central heating.
That's the older
and
one, is it?
flows through the house. It's not old, it's still like modern, and it's still used
It's still used,
new
but
houses.
in terms of like the recent technology that's came out, it's the older one.
I feel like electric's more the future,
Aye, definitely.
like than gas, and because electric can be renewable and unlimited, gas has got a limit.
Fitting the older, I say with air quotes, radiators is the most fun thing to do ever, because like you get like the radiator key, and like, sometimes you'll just get water like just like bursts up through it when you need to refill it with water.
Yeah.
It's so fun because like
And
you
then
end up dying.
You basically bleed it, and it's like
Yeah.
when all the air's stuck inside.
Aye.
There's a lot of maintenance involved, but it's fun.
It's fucking amazing. I love that shit. It's too good.
Right, we're almost at 40 minutes, so I
That's
think we
alright.
should consider.
I didn't think we should.
I think we should consider packing it in.
I didn't think we should.
Pack it in. Just stop.
Pack it in.
Just pack it in.
What about an hour? Should we aim for an hour?
We could if you want.
40 to an hour.
Right, well, the time that camera cuts off, right, we'll go for 55 minutes just so it doesn't cut off.
Aye,
I
if you
can
want.
see on here, once this gets to 55. Right, basically on this laptop, we're recording through Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 and Adobe Audition. There we can see our voices.
Talking about laptops.
Mhm.
Your MacBook.
My MacBook.
You got it a month before the new one came out.
I did. I got the MacBook 2015 edition 1 month before the new one. But I'm not that bothered because the new one's a disaster.
Can you maybe like tease the MacBook 15-inch 2015 video we done?
I can't. If you click on the card, that it'll be here,
It'll
right?
be here.
Right. If you click on, right,
Would
no,
it be?
Right.
No.
No.
It would be there.
Was that? No, because
No, it would be there.
No, it would be there. Not there.
No,
Right.
wait. No, because when we were recording that way, the card was in
Smirrel
the
house.
corner.
Right. No, it'll be that side. Right. So if you click on the card here or here,
Fucking hate your camera.
right. If you click on this card here,
That's my headphones. Right, that's my face.
right. You can. It'll take us to that.
Right,
video.
the fucking card that you seen come up about 5 minutes ago.
Yes.
Right, click the eye and it'll be there.
I'm going to stop looking at that monitor. I'm going to next podcast we need to sort something out here.
I kind of like it because I can see if I'm in frame or if I look like a dick or anything like that.
At least you know that you look like a dick then.
Yeah, I mean, could be worse.
Could be me.
Could be you. Aye.
Right.
Look like an Alan.
In all seriousness,
Aye. So, how do you feel about the new MacBook?
I'm not satisfied.
Not satisfied.
Not satisfied.
The biggest thing for me is no SD card slot.
Biggest thing for me
the
is
biggest
really
thing.
everything. The touch bar, it's a nice idea, and I like the touch bar. But see
Trackpad's
if they slap the touch bar on this 2015 like sort of body with still the same ports. Maybe add one USB-C port or two, but keep the USB Type A ports or B or whatever it is, and keep MagSafe.
The thing is, it
I
is a
love
better
MagSafe.
laptop. The new one is a better laptop. Thinner, display's brighter, trackpad's bigger. It's got a touch
See,
bar.
I like
It's got better keys,
trackpad,
all
I'm
that
not
kind of
sure about
stuff. It is better, but then you're looking at the main things like
You're
like
looking
you
at
said,
real world
MagSafe.
usage. It's thinner, but you're going to have to carry tons of adapters. So really, you're just wasting more space in your bag when you've got to travel.
Where you're looking at things like MagSafe, you're looking at things like SD cards. You're going to look at all these adapters that you're going to have to take with you. So
And the price, it's just ridiculous. There's
Aye.
no doubt about it.
it's definitely overpriced for sure.
2,500, right? That's for the baseline 15-inch model, right? Now, this 2,500, the top of the line 2015 MacBook Pro that you can possibly get.
Wait, so the baseline is
The
is it an
baseline
i7?
the baseline model is the same price as the top of the line MacBook.
But in terms of specifications,
Specifications.
Is
I
it
don't
an
really know
i7?
much about it.
i7's
Of
like,
course it's i7. Aye.
and then
Every 15-inch is
no
i7.
graphics card. I'm
No.
assuming 8
No, it is.
gigabytes of RAM.
The 15-inch comes with 16 and 2 gigabytes graphics, and then the next 15-inch comes with 4 gigabytes graphics, 16. I think they should have added 32 gigabytes of RAM.
Unneeded though,
No.
because like the OS on.
No, but see when you even this 16 gigabytes, if I'm doing like opening a time lapse in Photoshop, it'll crash if I go a wee bit too far. It'll slow down anyway,
I suppose.
and that's because I'm filling up my memory.
But then with Apple, the extra 16 gigabytes of RAM on top would have cost you roughly $5,000, and I'm not really willing to pay that. So it's one of those things like
There's a 2 terabyte storage, and 2 terabytes will cost you over $1,000.
it's Apple though. So
2 terabytes. I mean, although it is super fast, 3.1 gigabytes, not bits, bytes per second. So the price of the 2 terabytes, I can understand. Maybe a tiny bit overpriced, but no much. But when you compare Apple's MacBooks up to the Microsoft Surface, it's really not that bad. They're about the similar price range. Microsoft Surface are overpriced. I feel like there's a lot more work gone into Mac OS and Windows, and there's a lot more optimization and stuff.
But then you look at Apple, and they're not in the business to make things the most convenient, the most anything. They're looking to make the most money.
Yes.
So,
but that's every company. Every company is there to make money.
aye,
But
most definitely.
But put it like this, right? Let's just say if what's a crappy car?
Fiat Punto.
Right. If a Fiat Punto went 150 miles an hour, right? That's a pretty fast Fiat Punto, right? And what's a good car?
McLaren P1.
Right. And a McLaren P1 went 150 miles an hour. What one would you choose? That's the question. They both go the same speed, but one of them is smoother, nicer, comfier.
The Fiat
That's the MacBook. The McLaren P1 is the MacBook. The Fiat Punto is the Windows counterpart.
Is that the camera shut off?
No, it's just the monitors went for.
Alright, okay. So, I mean, it's a pretty bad comparison in terms of cars.
It is a really bad comparison.
But-
There's probably a better way.
I mean, because the Fiat Punto is probably more comfortable than the McLaren, more useful or easier to use, whereas the Mac is more easier to use than the Windows. But
Okay, that's a bad thing.
you get the point here, right?
But basically, Windows is nice and smooth. Mac is nice and smooth. Don't quote me.
Right, so what Aaron is saying here, Windows is McLaren P1 and Mac is the Fiat Punto. That's
No.
why we choose Mac.
Is that? Oh, they can. Right, basically. Right. Mac is a nice, smooth experience, right?
Right, let's say
Windows got loads of features, but it's bumpy.
let's change it from a McLaren P1 to a Rolls Royce Phantom.
I don't know. Right.
The most comfortable car in the world.
Right.
A Rolls fucking Royce.
Right. And it only goes 150 mile an hour.
Aye.
Along with the Fiat Punto.
A Fiat Punto, you're probably going to struggle to get it to 150.
Right.
But it can get there.
Right,
is what
okay,
we're trying to
so
say.
basically that's what we've got to think about.
Basically, Macs are always going to be better, at least in the next 5 years. I don't see Windows.
They're going to be
making that
more
much
expensive,
jumps.
especially when you're building your own. But they're just better. They just work. Like everything. You know what? Right. For example, can you do this on Windows, right? You've got your Windows Phone. Who uses Windows Phone? Right, anyway. And you've got your Windows PC. Now, when I receive a text message, this is not an iMessage, this is a text message, comes from your cellular data. It comes up my MacBook. That's pretty handy. It goes through the Wi-Fi.
That's a whole Apple thing, though. They kind of pioneered the whole AirPlay and then
They pioneered
syncing up.
the whole ecosystem, and Apple by far has the best ecosystem. Like, put it like this: I can start writing an email on my phone and finish writing the email on my MacBook.
Mm-hmm.
I can answer a phone call, not on FaceTime or anything, Obviously that goes because it's through Apple. But a phone call it'll ring on my MacBook. So that's the thing. That's the advantages that's what you're paying for. The amazing optimization that works between this and this.
However, Apple don't do the best in absolutely every single field. We're talking about computers. I think Apple is better if we're not talking about games here. We're talking about syncing up with your other devices. But if we're talking about tablets, iPad have ruled the game. But if we're talking about graphics tablets, what do you think is better, the Surface or the iPad Pro?
I'm just gonna be a fanboy and say iPad Pro.
I think Surface.
It's more expensive, and maybe the Surface got a wee bit more functional in terms of drawing. But what you got to think about is how smooth is the Surface compared to iPad Pro. iPad Pro is like butter.
You've also got to consider that iOS is very limited.
Yeah, it's very limited. I will agree with that.
You're using Microsoft, like, you're using Windows.
Basically,
so
I think a way to pick between Mac and Windows, right? If you're going to be editing, design, any sort of creative work, I would go towards a Mac. Windows, gaming, home use, basically for fun, I would go Windows.
And if you want to be a complete prick, Linux.
I mean, if you're a coder, it's not really a prick.
I mean, if you're a coder, you probably got no friends. If you want to code what
porn you watch, and then fair enough.
I mean, if you really wanted to. But what was I about to say?
I think we should...
One more.
Right.
I'd give it 3 years, and then Windows is going to be the top at the creative side.
I think it will. I thought Apple will do something that'll... Apple have got loads of ideas. Apple are innovated. They're slowing things down though, releasing things at a time so they can make more money. People will update their products. Like GoPro, I think made the mistake of making the Hero Force so good, believe it or not. This might sound terrible, but GoPro made the mistake of making the Hero Force so good. They basically put every feature they have into one camera, and they struggled a lot. The Hero 5 is not really nothing different apart from some voice like activation built into it, which I would never use.
Yeah. Well, see if Apple were to expand on their products. So let's say if a 5K iMac, for example, would be really good for like some sort of graphics designer. And then instead of, they've already got really good technology using the trackpad, so why don't Apple make their own graphics tablet? There's one. And then they can also have another use for their stylus that they use on their iPad. There's two, more sales into the stylus. And then they can also maybe sell a different mouse that it might have more features and functionality into it rather than just the touchscreen. There's another mouse added to the Apple lineup. They're just making more and more money, and they're becoming even more innovative.
Basically, if a threat came to Apple, if Windows done something and people were buying more PCs, well, obviously that Windows is always the top operating system because it's the most popular, but if more people were buying Windows all of a sudden, Mac was going to die. Apple would do something about that. They would innovate so hard, and Mac would come back.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like no wanting to race everything at once, because then they will come to a stage that it's like, what do we do now? Next? Windows will catch up and they'll overtake.
If you're watching this far in, thank you. Check out the links in the description. Twitter, really active on there. I've made a Snapchat. Don't know how active I'll be, but I'll put a code on the screen. You can. In fact, that's in my outro card. I made a new end card. Looks nice.
Does it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. I think we're done here. Anything else we need to mention?
Nothing. Really.
Tune in for the next. The third podcast won't be as good as the next one. Next one will be more organised. We'll come up with a topic. Maybe actually do some things on our podcast.
Maybe.
I'm going to try and get this on iTunes. I don't know if I'll succeed at that, but...
I mean, you could not even bother, because the amount of people that use iTunes these days.
Thing is, iTunes podcast is more popular than you'd think.
I suppose so.
Right. Obviously, it's going to be on YouTube. Well, that's why you're watching this.
Yeah.
Right. Aye. That's it.
Aye.
We're done.
Right. Cool. If you enjoyed, just leave a like and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Make sure you subscribe. If you don't, then subscribe. If you've got any ideas, leave them in the comment section. We'll reply as much comments as we can. Probably not going to get any comments, so it shouldn't matter. But
Aye. basically just expect a load of random videos to come and more of QwelloCast. As we said, more organised, and just hope you enjoy. And it's just one of those things that if you're playing a game, you can listen to it in the background if you were really that bored. So, that's me. I'm done. I'm a drop the mic, except I'm not going to drop the mic.
No, don't do that. Right, we out. Bye.